What are the lasting impact of what happened at Charlie Hebdo? What are the consequences of that?
The consequence of that might be that Marine Le Pen is cooling down, as we said at the beginning of this conversation. There was suddenly a sort of consciousness in the depth of the French people that one could not continue to play games with these terrible ideas, racism, anti-Semitism. It is words, and one day the words have the weight of bombs and of shots. So there is this deep understanding today in France that you cannot just play with words, and that those who did put the fire in the brains, who did throw the fire in the heads, should be stopped in a cool way, should be restrained. And that is what is happening today. We have some spokesmen of the new anti-Semitism in France, like Dieudonné or Soral. You hear them a lot less since the Charlie Hebdo affair. They give some shows in some cities in France. There is less shows performed by these guys. There is an understanding in the wisdom of the French people that they have played enough with these terrible ideas. So it is not a miracle, of course. The French people has not become all of a sudden a people of angels, but there is a red light. There is a sort of warning which has rung in all the consciousness of my country, with Charlie Hebdo on the one side and the Jewish grocery hyper kasher on the other side. The first one were killed because they were doing their job, Charlie Hebdo. The others were killed because they were doing their shopping, the grocery. So there is this feeling today in France that you cannot indefinitely play with these words, arguments, and ideas. And this is a good thing. These poor cartoonists and Jews, they did not die completely for nothing. In a way, yes, you always die for nothing, and it is always but their death did at least produce this.
They died with courage, actually.
Yes, of course. And we entered maybe in a sort of new period in French ideas since then, maybe.